Where will this be aired at? Worldwide?
Yeah.
Okay. So, for anybody who says they don't have embarrassing moments, they're lying and they're full of ego. For me, I would have to say most of my embarrassing moments evolved around alcohol. Probably from the time I was 19, and I'll be 43 in a couple months.
Yeah. I can actually relate.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I'm 21, and alcohol is the devil's drink.
Mm-hmm.
Don't drink it.
Yeah. Once you start, it's
do.
hard to stop. Yeah. But yeah, no, the most embarrassing moment. I mean, when you drink alcohol, you go out. You're more relaxed, and you have less wit about yourself. You kind of care less about repercussions in the moment. So some people, they might get more rude with people. That was a rarity for me. I was usually pretty happy drunk, but with me, I might it might be like a nerdy square girl I worked with who never had any attraction towards, and now I'm telling her how beautiful she is in the moment, and then the next day she's like blushing at work, and I'm just like, oh god.
That's a good thing.
It's
Uh-oh.
it's a good thing, but not, I think when I was like 19, 20, I had a
Shut it down.
Yeah, girlfriend, and it was like, hey, I don't need to be telling another girl I'd be beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was probably the most embarrassing thing. I'm sure, but I've had something, I'd say from 19 to late 30s, I drank quite heavily when I did, and there was probably an equally embarrassing moment every year or two.
Hello.
Yeah. How about you?
One time I wanted to record a video in high school, so I ran up to someone and just made a bunch of random noises and then walked away.
We used to do that in college. So this is now we're getting funny. I played on the football team at American River College when I was 18, 19. And we had a lot of goofballs who weren't serious about the sport. They just liked to be on the team. And we had a lot of fun there. A lot of just screwing around time in the cafeteria or the study hall. So we had, I don't know if they watched the sandwich commercial and saw a guy just go, "Ah!" like that, right? For no reason. Like he took a bite of the sandwich. Ah! He was in the commercial. He just never talked. It was kind of like if he did that, it was a good sandwich. So one time we stationed ourselves at different portions of the cafeteria, and we all signaled, and it was, and there was a lot of older people, like a lot of people 35 to 40. There was people in the cafeteria with special needs, people that looked like they went to school out of a drug rehab, and people were angry. Shut up, we're trying to study. What the hell is the matter with you guys? And so we all just made our way to the door.
Wow. What do you think about this car show?
This looks like something my wife, mom, or grandma would want to buy.
It's pretty beautiful, I think. It's
Mm-hmm.
And the greens.
Yeah. So where did you guys get this?
That was in my garage.
Nice. Yeah. So this looks like. So my grandmother was Mexican, and she always went for stuff like this. Usually with Jesus things, she was hardened Catholic, so she would get something like this with angels or Jesus sitting at the table for the last meal.
All right.
What
do you think? About
Looks like something Junior wrote.
I think my little sister wrote that.
How old is she?
I don't know.
Yeah,
She's kind of a brat.
are under the age of 5.
No, like she's really bad.
And she's your little sister?
Yeah.
Is she in school? Yeah. Which school does she go to? The elementary or middle school close by? Yeah. Yeah. No, they're brats, and then they get better, and then when they turn 13, they really become brats.
Maybe that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you don't want to have a kid be all like controlled and quiet and shit.
No, they have to adapt in the world. They have to learn how to interact with others. They have to learn how to establish boundaries. I'm realizing at this age, boundaries are big for the junior high kids.
Yeah.
You know, they have to be able to work their way into a circle at a job. You know, these are things that life skills that you have to learn over time.
Let's talk about modern society and how people are so reluctant to be like social or engaged with other people. Seems like everyone's very in their own circle, and like it seems like in the modern day, people are just so much more shut in. But you know, I'm trying to beat that. Like, do something to the world.
Okay. So you want to be something big, and you want to do something you love. It sounds like for money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that at that age, and I feel like if you're really driven and you really are born with that fire, I mean, there's times in life I take jobs, but I still have that fire of I still want to try and do something more, do something big. So I totally get that. So I think for a successful person, it's key to never lose that. You know, like some people, out of high school, they become a construction worker, they become an electrician. These are good jobs, but it's like every day, your weeks are going to be a merry-go-round.
Merry-go-round like a circus.
Yes.
But you know what's a bit funny?
You know?
Circus Las Vegas. You've been there.
Not Las Vegas, but Reno.
You've been to Reno? Which thing? Reno, I went to Reno one time. Yeah, Vegas is better. Vegas, hey, you know what they say. You know, do you know what they say?
Yeah, what goes there stays there?
Something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, so I've been to Vegas actually on New Year's 2005.
Oh, you
No,
did go to
yeah, I did go to Vegas, I just didn't go to Circus.
Oh.
But yeah, it was quite an experience. They had, back then, I remember we were there for the week, and then the last week, they were rolling in hundreds and thousands of people that I'm like, you're not from Vegas. It appeared that a lot of people from South
They were
LA
rolling in people.
like, well, they were rolling. People were starting to just hit the streets. I'm like,
Oh.
I haven't seen you all week. You're not on vacation, but you haven't been here. And like I mean, basically, looked like a lot of gang members were rolling in. Like red, blue, like people from LA, people with legitimate gang ties.
When I went there, it
Yeah.
seemed like Vegas is like fake. It's like a sandbox environment.
It was like that the first few days until right before New Year's, and then I see what you're saying. Well, in my opinion, New York attracts big players Vegas attracts big players from a lot of major cities. People from, obviously, LA, San Diego. People from New York will, if they don't want to go to Atlantic City, they will come out to Vegas. People that want to spend a lot of money, see the main attractions, and I mean, the mob built Vegas.
The mob.
So,
What do you know about Al Capone?
I know he, like we talked about, not wanting to be something small. He knew from a young age he wanted to be something big, and I know. So imagine you and your neighbor here, 7, 8 years old, spit shining shoes for, the 20s and 30s for men. That was common. Instead of a paper route, you spit shine shoes for men. He saw some mob guys knock around some people, say, "Hey, you owe us money," and he thought, Or he was taking money. He saw these guys taking money from businesses. He said, he got his brothers and said,
You only see that in the movies.
but nowadays there's too many ring cameras, so organized crime's changed a lot. but him and his friends went and beat up that kid that was spit shining near his area.
What?
And they took his money. They said,
They took his lunch money.
They said, from now on, if you work here, you give me the money. If not, you don't work here, I take all your customers.
Some kids did that?
Al Capone and his
Oh,
two friends.
that's right, yeah.
He started off at like, hey, they said basically, if you're going to work the corner, you owe me rent. Because he saw the older men in the neighborhood doing it with the meat markets and stuff. So he said, or you can not work and I get all the clients. And so he knew from a young age, if I want something, you got to go for it and take it. If you don't take it, someone else is going to take it. And he knew it's a dangerous way to live. It's a, you know, because he moved up the ranks in the mob, and he was a right-hand man to a top guy for a while. And he learned, when you're at the top, now you got people you think you can trust, they want to take you out. They want to be on top. You got other crews that look at, okay, if one of your guys is acting up, it's on you to get them in line, or now we have an all-out war with both crews. It's not a position he wanted to be in, but he was built for it once he got there. You know?
Inspirational.
Yeah.
I think with that, we're going to close out.
All right.
Yep.
Thanks a lot, man.
It was a pleasure. And can I get your name again?
Yeah, it's Drew.
Drew.
Yeah.
And we have Drew Jr.
Andrew Jr. Yeah, AJ.
AJ. Again, guys, it was a pleasure. What's today's date?
I believe it is the 4th. No, the 13th. No, it's the 11th.
The 11th.
Yes.
January 11th, 2025. We'll see y'all next time.
Hey, man. Thanks a lot, my brother. All right. Oh, shit. I hope I didn't bend this chair with my heavy ass.